Yo, what is up guys? This is Astranox and I'm back with another Tales of Erin video. We got the new event to obtain Sigrdrifa. So she's a 5-star light character. I'll do a quick review of her in a second. So it's like the Utega Deposed God Event. She's a Deposed God and she's light. Same type of rewards for her as the Utega event. I'll show you in a second. And there's also this limited dark character that looks really strong. She is limited as well. Oh, the limited characters though. And there is the stairs for when you pull. You need 16 pulls together. Guarantee. Get a bunch of hybrid attack HP, dark costumes. It's the usual rewards here for this and for the leveling and the origin awakening. That's it for this. I'm gonna actually pull. I looked at the hero. I like what I saw. She's Earth Clan, so if you have illusory fire costumes, you will get the buff. She's gonna get the attack and HP buff. And very interesting setup that she has, her skill set. So half price pull. Never know what happens. Nothing. So that's it. I'm not gonna pull for more. That's the only shot I'm willing to do, because I'm gonna save for a limited win character. Hopefully he or she is human or Earth Clan. If not, well, maybe I stick with fire. We'll see. Alright, so I actually have 105 pack 7, like just waiting there. Pack scrolls. I need Frost Nova, and like there's a few characters that are obtainable in the normal pool. Okay, so let's see this event. The energy, if you use it on the Utega event, well, it's still Divine Essence, so mine is replenishing, and I haven't done anything in this event yet. And also, if you just like swipe, you get Utega still there, like kinda broken. But yeah, you go on Utega, it's the same event. But wait, look, if you go on her, it says you see, it said the mission, the first mission on the top, and then if you go on Utega, it's Utega's mission, but you got the graphic of the new Deposed God. If you go in the proof of battle, you know, it's okay, it's still the Utega one, so it's just the graphic. You can go in the restored vault, and this should be the Utega one, because I use all my tokens before the event. Anyways, if you want to pull, see, the event has ended. Alright, so let's move on here. I'm gonna try these battles real quick, and then I'm gonna do a quick review of both characters. Now there is battle rank, and I assume that this could be when you reach level 200 in the event. There might be like a leaderboard for how many kills you've done, and then here are the rewards. It's quite good. I mean, if you are unlucky getting Sigrdrifa, you can get her here to get her to +10. And yeah, extra rewards. Get some competition going. So let's just go in there. I'm using this setup because I'm gonna skip the dialogue. Maybe it's not long. She looks pretty cool. Okay, skip this. See what's up with the battle. The fight mechanic, actually, this is not her. Yeah, it's just the just normal missions. Builds up to fighting her, and then so these are still divine tokens. Oh, that's it. Oh, and then yeah, you have to clear, you progress, and then you unlock the next one. So here's the fight for the resistance. You deal 100% damage with dark, and you deal reduction. So yeah, 70% damage as water, 40% damage as fire or wind, and 20% damage as light. Brutal reduction. And here are her abilities. Common attack, attacks nearby enemies. Range, that's if you don't have anyone in melee, and knocks back as well, so definitely have someone in melee range. Spirit Sorter, deal damage to all enemies and reduce their defenses. Okay, the defense reduction deals damage to all enemies and dispel their buffs. That is annoying. And then there's nothing for the other stuff here, but she might get new skills as you go in the higher levels, and when you get an infinity level, yeah, she might get new skills. Well, of course she's gonna get stronger. Got one. Alright, let's go here. The thing is, you can progress quite far early on because you're getting a bunch of divine essences in the achievements. Okay, I'm gonna actually go through the list of rewards, which seems to be similar to Utega's. Knockback, that's not good for Boreal, that needs to counter. Okay, so rewards. You've got your daily quests here. Do that every day. Easy way to obtain these tokens. Our achievements. I saw 2 skill fruits and 1 origin awakening fruit. The first skill fruit and then the second here. Bunch of gems, hammers, good stuff. And here is the progression. As you see, you're getting a bunch of these. It's the same as Utega. It's more light oriented. Now these weapons I checked, and it is tier 4 weapons. It's the same as the of origin ones. The same stat, 800 attack and 1200 HP, and the skill is level 4. Mix of weapons, technically the same. But the thing is, if you can't use these to break through these ones, so make sure that you have enough, and you might want to save them until you get one with good substats. If you don't want to waste gold hammers, you never know. You get her here, and then you get her at 200, so that's 2 copies of her, 100 and 200. And then if it's like Utega, she's gonna start, you can get her maybe from at level 80 plus, between 80 and 200. The thing is with these type of events, as you go in the higher levels, it starts taking longer and longer. In the Utega event, it was like, yeah, do whatever, just do level 80, between 80, well, stay between 80 and 120 to like do as many games as possible, and eventually just get more copies of Utega, get potions, more potions, just like, and the games are quicker. But now there is a leaderboard, so the rewards, are they worth going for? Like, you're gonna have to check the competition, and really, so basically everyone's gonna get like rank 5000. You're technically gonna hit, gonna get 1 copy of her guarantee here. Just get to level, it might be level 200 to actually start competing in here. Rank 500, that's not bad. You get the skill fruit. Top 50 get 2. Alright, and this Cosmos. Okay, so quick review of both characters. Let's start with Sigrdrifa. So she is a warrior. 1.4 attack interval, crit damage 165 it's not bad. 130 restoration. So you see the stats here are more oriented toward HP. 2700, almost 2800 defense. That's pretty tanky. Skill 1 AoE, skill 2 AoE. Hits all enemies, knock them away, like you saw in the fight when I was fighting her. Decrease defense by 30%, very good. Angelica already does defense down 30% if you have her in your light team. 2800 light damage to all enemies and stuns them for 5 seconds. That is a long stun. And yeah, it's 70 seconds cooldown, 30 second on this one. These two skills are quite good. The thing is, Tiamat has a stun already if you are running her, and stuns don't work against bosses, guys. It just works against normal monsters. Passive, so skill 3, when taking 5000 damage you gain an absorb shield equal to 6% of self HP for 25 seconds. Some mitigation here, nothing crazy. And then increase attack 50% for 60 seconds. This is all when the skill is 10 out of 10. You need 10, so you need to max these to get these stats. Stacks 4 times, so the attack will stack 4 times for 200% attack, and it's usually additive, so it goes on top of all the costume boosts you've got, soul costume, cosmos, and all that stuff. And it triggers every 10 seconds at most. So you can potentially get this stacked up to 200%. And the wording here, I'm not quite sure, but it could be that the absorb shield can also stack if you have enough max HP, that is. Depends how you would build her. But she deals quite a bit of damage on these two things, and this boosts her damage too, so she can be built as a damage dealer. That absorb is not really for a tank, but more like some mitigation, so she doesn't get destroyed. But then she gets a passive that has attack and HP boost. Like, that's really good. That's really good for a free hero that you can plus 10. Yeah, that's good. Double AoEs too. This in story battles is gonna be real good. That stun, and you've got that AoE defense down. Yeah, this has to be one of the strongest free character that we can obtain so far. I mean, her and Utega, they're different types of characters, but still. Okay, so next one, the limited dark Gokien Kyora. She is a magician, 10% crit, 170 crit damage, 1 attack interval, almost as much attack as HP. Well, I mean, almost as much HP as attack. Defense 2000. I mean, she's a magician, not a tank, but 2000 it's alright, it's quite good. Now the skills are interesting here. Control the ally with the highest HP using puppet strings, granting it string puppet and taunt effects. Reduce damage by 10% for 60 seconds. This is on a 60-second cooldown, but it gives taunt for the highest HP, so it's gonna be like most likely gonna be your frontline tank, whatever, your melee. But if you don't even run a tank, it's actually gonna give taunt to the one that most likely has the best survival on your team. So if you're running 4 ranged, well, yeah, you could just bring whoever gonna get taunt in the front line. But yeah, you're most likely gonna run a melee character. But yeah, taunt is very strong. You can avoid getting your team hit by very hard-hitting abilities by using taunt. Makes some fights pretty trivial if you have enough survival, enough health and defense. And then opens the nether gate and deal 2500 AoE dark damage centered around the enemy with the highest attack. So that's good because it's gonna target, well, it depends what you're fighting, but it's gonna hit the boss and then deal damage around it, or if you're in the story battles or somewhere else, it's gonna hit the biggest threat, whoever has the highest attack, so that's good. If you're fighting a pack that has melee targets and range targets, the range targets are probably gonna get hit because they have higher damage. So yeah, that's good. And the way it works, like they come in a wave, so like she's gonna open up with this skill and hit everyone anyways. But sometimes the range, they are actually quite slow. They're coming slowly one by one, so yeah, she could just hit the characters in front, the melee characters. So reduce dark resistance 15%, okay. That's a curse. That's a lot of damage. On 30-second cooldown. So skill 1's the long cooldown one. And this is interesting. When character with string puppet effect takes damage, there's a 100% chance to counterattack with Nether Rune Moon. Inflicts 450% dark damage on the nearest enemy and its nearby units. Every time, well, it triggers every 4 seconds, but you're gonna have an AoE attack every time the person that you apply taunt on, the highest HP ally, every time it gets hit, that's 450% dark damage every 4 seconds. So that is going to be a big part of your damage right there. But boss don't usually swing at you. I mean, attack you in general like super quick, but yeah, it could trigger every 4 seconds, it could trigger every 5 or 6 seconds, depend on how fast they attack. But still quite good. If you're fighting multiple monsters, it's gonna trigger every 4 seconds. And like this in the Guild Desert Tower, which is kind of a joke, like our guild cleared it in 21 hours after it was open. Just ridiculous competition in our guild. Alright, so it's quite good, a lot of damage. And then when a character with string puppet effect deals basic attack, Gokien Kyora follows up with puppet control wilderness, deals 900% dark damage to all enemies and reduce their action point by 1, triggers once every 30 seconds. So when whoever is gonna have that effect on them, your puppet is gonna deal basic attack, you deal another AoE for 900% damage. It triggers every 30 seconds, so it's not gonna be as much damage as the other one, because the other one triggers every 4 seconds, but this has the action point reduction by 1, which is huge. It's huge, and it works on every enemy. Alright, so very interesting mechanic, but this granting taunt on the highest HP is huge, because there is a lot of characters in this game that don't have taunt, and elements that don't have taunt in their characters, or maybe it's only like 3-star characters in that element that has it, or no one has it. So this is very good, and it helps a lot with different fight mechanics, because you can pretty much make a boss unable to target anyone else on your team with one or a few of their abilities, and you can have that damage focused into your tankiest character, which you can just tank the whole damage, or you have a big window where you just use your healing divinity, or you have your healer do their thing and keep that character alive. She's Earthland, so yeah, fire illusory Nirvana costume, friendly, and there is here in the costume, the one you get in the event. First, yeah. So this one, you see 800 attack and 1200 HP. You see skill is tier 4. And this is tier 4 as well. 800 attack and 1200 HP. It's the same thing. It's just you need copies of this one to break through the one you want. So keep that in mind. So yeah, I guess that's it for this one. Just make sure you use all your divine essences, because that is it's free, and you can guarantee to be #1, or just I mean, you can solo this, you can open it to other players, you can go in the massive battles and just keep on joining up other players' games. Like I just quick join them. I don't even bother selecting the games, because I mean, I have so much gold, and really most people after. Thing is, if you're low on gold, you should wait until people progress further in the levels, right? You want them to be at level 80 plus, so you have every game has a chance to drop Sigrdrifa, and you're gonna have to manually select the games that are level 80 plus. Exactly the same as Utega. I mean, I'm not 100% sure about the level 80 thing. I could go through the list of massive battles, but this thing was released not long ago, and there might not be too many people that are 80. Depends if they've been spending gems to progress faster. Yeah, so let's see real quick. Let's see, level 50 plus, it's still like the same drops. Mechanics are the same. Oh wait. Worldwide Purge. When HP of the Deposed God is below 50%, deal mass damage to all enemies. This skill will be available once during each phase. So you see, this is a new skill. So every time the higher the level, the more skills she's gonna obtain. Maybe we can see it in action. Let's join this one. Like, players are probably killing the boss too fast for us to see the mechanic, but you'll see it when you get there. So overall, if you have a bunch of gold, that's the attack. Looks cool. If you have a lot of gold, this event will provide you with small potions, and of course you can +10 that new character, which looks to be very strong, especially for a free character. Now, recommendation if you should pull on this banner. If you're planning to make Dark your main team, go ahead, but she's limited. You need 26.7 thousand star gems saved up to guarantee 16 pull and get her, because you get star gems as you draw. The further you go, the more star gems you get a small portion back, and it ends up costing 26.7 thousand. So make sure you have that amount if you really decide to go all out and get her. But she looks really strong, and she gets, let's see here when this thing rotates, skill damage 32% for dark allies. Very good if you have a dark team. And when you +10, she gets 205 crit damage. Those are her stats that you just saw, and the banner will end on December the 26th. And the Sigrdrifa banner actually ends later. It ends on December the 30th. So keep that in mind. And quite a good event. +10 stats, 180% crit damage, huge amount of HP compared to attack. So she's gonna be more of a, yeah, with that defense, 6,000. If I go and check, well, my Utega, she has the Cosmos I've been working on, but yeah, That's plus 10, and that's with some boost from the Cosmos. Oh yeah, she's definitely can be set up as a tank for sure. For sure. Going back on that. Wait. Let's go back on her real quick. So yeah, that is quite a bit of control against story battles. You've got knockback plus stun. That hits all. Knockback all. Stun all. But beside bosses, 30 seconds, 70 seconds. Yeah, I get a decent mitigation. But she can become quite tanky with that passive plus the plus 10 stats. Definitely nice. She won't have taunt, but still, unless you got that dark character that can apply it on her. But mixing light and dark, she is a creation like Utega. All the Deposed Gods are creations, I believe. And yeah, Gokien Kyora is her clan. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Good luck with summoning for her. Hope you can plus 10 her. She's gonna help you out if you're starting out now, or if you've got a mono light team, or just light team in general. You can mix and match sometimes. Yeah, good luck, and farm a bunch of potions. And the vault. In the vault. Huh. I should have let it go. I got her. So yeah. Probably got very lucky there. Let's go see real quick. Where's she at? And after you plus 10 her, you're gonna get some summon emblems. Like it's probably like 30 after she's plus 10. So here is when she's like moving forward. She's not walking. She's just like flying with some jetpacks. Pretty cool. That is her basic attack. Nice, nice. Skill 1. Skill 2, which we don't see. Ooh, nice. So the skills at level 1. 350% light damage to all enemies. Okay, defense reduction. Oh yeah, I did not talk about the skill ups. You definitely want to skill this up to 30% defense down, unless you're running with the Angelica. And then you can just focus on other stuff instead. The stun is 3 seconds instead of, was it 5 seconds? Yeah, and of course it deals less damage. This is not specific because she needs to be enhanced, which I will do here. I guess I can. Did I farm that stuff? Let's see. No. Whoa. Okay. I've been crafting too much. Where is she hiding? Okay. Let's just get some skill points. Okay. I can go and see the stats here. It is 5,000 damage still. The shield is 1% of max HP. Attack is only 10% versus the other one, which was 50% when it's maxed. Still triggers at the 10 sec at most. Triggers every 10 seconds. Okay, now the passive goes up to 60%. For 1 point, that is beautiful, but still, I would, if you have Angelica and you want to use her as your frontline tank, just go and I would just max skill 2, 3, and 4 and use a... I would go with max 3, max 4, priority is the passive, and then it's this the third one, fourth, and then third, and then second. And you would use a skill fruit to max this thing if you want the stun to last longer and get a bit more damage. But if you need the defense down debuff to 30%, I would go with, because this you cannot stun boss, right? So I would max this, and then I would max the fourth, and then bring this to 9 and use a skill fruit to get the third maxed. So it's gonna be 10, 1, 10, 10. Alright, so let me go and tell you the way to build Gokien Kyora. Well, how I think she should be built. But here, 60, yeah, instead of 1%, this goes up to 6%, and then 50% attack. The stun is 5 seconds, so yeah. Depends, if you're doing story battles, you might need that stun. Defense down helps a lot. Like you have 15% defense down if you're using the first divinity, but if you don't have Angelina, not Angelica, Angelina, if you don't have her, because you see, this only hits 3 random enemies though, so if you want an AoE defense down 30%, the other one's gonna be better. But this is on a 10-second cooldown though, that's the thing. It's more reliable, especially if you're fighting a boss. So Gokien Kyora, like all her stuff is good though, that's the thing. And now I don't have her to check skill 1 at level 1, what are the stats here. But really, it's gonna be the reduced damage, right? It's gonna be, it might not be 10%, and the time, especially the time, it could not last 60 seconds, but start with like 10 or 20 seconds. Let us know in the comment section how long it actually lasts with skill level 1. I'd be very surprised if it stays at 60 seconds. And this, ton of damage. The dark resistance reduction is nice, but you can get that from Marioni. Wait, or not? Yeah, you get 10 seconds, 10% for 8 seconds, and on a 10-second cooldown. 10-second skill cooldown. Okay, so skills. Yeah, this is gonna do the most damage every 4 seconds. If they are taking damage, if whoever has that skill 1 onto them is taking damage. It's 30 seconds this cooldown though, so it's quite good. It's quite good. But in that time, you can have like what, 8 of those go off, 7, 8, 7. If you are taking damage every 4 seconds though, so it could be like 5, and then that becomes what is it, 2250, which is gonna be less than this, but increase on restoration. Yeah, you have to get hit though. I'd be surprised if you get hit every 4 seconds if you're fighting one boss all the time. This is better controlled, and you've got the dark resistance curse. And this trigger targets the highest attack enemy. Most likely going to be fighting a boss anyways, and it's going to hit the boss. That reduced action point is very powerful, but it's every 30 seconds. It's quite a long cooldown. Still, I would go and definitely like max this. 1, 2, especially if you don't have anyone else that reduce dark resistance. And then 3. It depends on the skill ups really, how it looks like on skill 1. have both passive at 1 point at least. Yeah, at the very least. You know what? Actually, at skill 1, this could actually still reduce the action point by 1 and trigger every 30 seconds. Let us know in the comment section if with 1 point it still triggers every 30 seconds. It could just be the damage part that goes up, and if that's the case, you could go 10, 10, 10, 1 with a skill fruit, or you could go 10, 9, 10, 1, but late game you'll max everything, 10, 10, 10, 10. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out for now.